Hey, what's up guys? My name is Sago, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can automate your order fulfillment using a sourcing/shipping agent from China. If you have consistent orders per day, feel free to contact my sourcing agent on Skype. Just let him know that I sent you. I'll leave a link in the description. Not link, my bad. I'll leave his Skype in the description. But anyway, before we get right into it, what is a sourcing agent? Well, a sourcing agent is basically a person in China who does the order fulfillment for you. In this case, my supplier has staff members and everything, so you actually get a contact person for direct access, and you get someone to contact regarding any issues. But let's just jump right into the Google slide over here because I have a bunch of points to discuss here. So a few things to note about this: you need to pay him through wire transfers. So what are wire transfers? Well, a wire transfer is basically like a bank transfer, and the software I use is transferwise.com. That's how I send him money. He doesn't really take PayPal from my experience. I'm not certain whether he does it now or not, but I pay him through wire transfers. Through transferwise.com. Now, there's a delay of 3 to 5 days for him to receive inventory from the manufacturer. Sometimes there might not be any delays, depending on if other people are selling the same product, or if you ask him to prepare stock ahead of time. I would also suggest you to request him to use YunExpress shipping, because it's the best shipping method out of China in my experience. But you can't really ship liquid products, creams and stuff like that from China with YunExpress. I wouldn't suggest selling liquid products in general right now during the current world situation. That's just my opinion. The shipping times are horrible. I've sold liquids in the past. It's like 30-40 days shipping time, sometimes even 60 days. And you want to be careful with that. But if we keep going here, so you need to create a user account on your store for him so you can set up his ERP system for order integration. Basically it's a system. So you just gotta create a Shopify account with full admin access. I think he used to use a different software which required that. Now he has his own development team that's built his own software, which doesn't really I don't know if it requires full admin access to your store, but it does require access at least. So what he does is that he installs his software. That way his staff members can fulfill orders ASAP, and you get a better understanding. You can see how much money you transfer to him, how much they've charged you for each order, and everything is displayed in that system. It's amazing. So it's super good for bookkeeping as well. Have good communication with him to coordinate stock, etc., especially when you're scaling to avoid processing delays. So if you're scaling, you gotta notify him. Usually you don't really have to notify because they are super efficient with everything. He has staff members, like I said earlier, so they're all up to date with everything. But by communicating with them, they get a better understanding whether you're scaling or not, and whether you're going to scale down, so they don't, let's say you have like $5,000 with him, or 50 grand, whatever, and all of a sudden you get banned on Facebook like that. Do you want to keep selling that product? I don't know, maybe the product was wrong. It would be a horrible it would be a headache if he bought $5,000 worth of stock right when you got banned, because you're not gonna sell anymore, and that specific product, at least. It has happened to me before, but luckily enough, David didn't buy stock for that 5 grand. Instead, I asked him, well, I'm going to launch a new store. I need you to fulfill orders for that store as well. Will you be able to use this money for that product instead? And there was no issue with that. We managed to resolve that issue, and I had 5 grand for my next store instead for the stock and all of that good stuff. And it's important that you keep note of any tracking number that doesn't work, or products that arrive damaged to request a refund from him. So I've had orders sometimes that aren't shipped out, maybe 1 in 1,000. That rarely happens. It's usually like a miscommunication between me and the team, and it's resolved ASAP. Sometimes I get compensated, sometimes, you know, orders just, you know, they just ship it out. If it's like 2 days late, they'll just fix it. And sometimes it's just a courier that hasn't updated the tracking number, and they get that resolved as well. They contact YunExpress. They have very good communication with YunExpress since their warehouse is right next to the post office. So they have very good communication with YunExpress, and yeah, you get responses ASAP. You need a shipping label for a chargeback, they got that for you. I almost win every single I never lose chargebacks with PayPal, just because the communication with me and the team. So if you are interested in working with my agent, make sure you let me know. I'll leave his Skype in the comment section down below. Make sure you let him know that you came from me as well. He'll give you better pricing, and I'm pretty sure he told me that he would also get you a contact person, because I have my own contact person. I'm pretty sure you'll get a contact person as well if you let him know that you're coming from me. So yeah, that was it for this video. I appreciate you all for watching it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.